Woo! The power has been with you all along. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Trey Michael, and this is another segment of Applied Consciousness. I want to run something past you, a little food for thought on this segment. Are we as humanity truly ready to level up? I was sitting on the porch, well, actually in the garage, and I was having a discussion with a close friend, and we just iron sharpening iron, and we were brainstorming. And I'm gonna ask you this question. Comment in the comment box below. Let me know your thoughts on it as well. I hear a lot of people say, "Hey, man, it's the elites. It's the people at the very top, the very tip top, that's just controlling everyone and everything." And what we need to do is just break this stuff down by the middle, right? Split it, and let every person on the planet, break even, and then we can have a utopia. And in theory, that sounds great, right? Like, wake up in the morning and everything is just split evenly down the middle. And then you start to think about, if the top has to give down to the bottom, to things that are lower, then that means us too have to give up things so that we can break even and find out how we're going to do with society, right? Even if it's just for a short period, let's just say it's a year. We have to just say, hey, we don't own anything for a year and figure out how it goes. How many of us would give up some of the leisures that we have in this country, right? There are countries on this planet, or continents on this planet, that have very minimum resources, right? And what if the cost of giving down to society was the fact that we all had to stay in a space about this big, right? A little garage, right? And us as Americans, like, wait a minute, man, we need 3-4 bedrooms, some AC. We started to think a little crazy. And when you think of that from a conscious standpoint, the question is humanity as a whole? It's the reason I say as a whole, because it's so easy for us to all point above us and say, well, if they'll just give it up, everything will work. Well, there's people below us, because as above, then so below. That means there's people below us that are pointing up saying, hey, if they could give up a little bit more, we can have it a little bit more comfortable beneath. And when you have that honest discussion to yourself, regardless of what your beliefs are, should humanity do that or not, it should make you start to question where you need to fix or work on yourself. Because in the process of me doing it, I found a lot of egoic thoughts that went through my mind, like, wait a minute, I didn't really think about that. If I had to say, well, you don't need a car, you can't have a car, we all have to ride the bicycle. So now I'm riding this to work, right? Woo! That's a tough pill to swallow, right? But I believe it's because us as human beings have so much ego. And it's not bad to have ego. It's good. It gives you a personality. It gives you a particular role to play in this version of reality, right? But sometimes our ego gets the best of us, and I believe that a lot of humanity would make poor decisions, and a lot of decisions that we make, or the corrections that we see, are basically corrections that we want somebody above us to go make. So I said all that to say this, and I'm sorry for rambling. I just wanted to share you guys that food for thought. What would you do? But the thing is, we each and every one of us, me more than any, right? We have to stop and say, what more can I do to change this version of who I think I am, to make me have to say, well, I'm not going to live in the garage, those people can't have food. I'm just giving an example, right? If each of us don't focus on who's above us or who's beneath us, and say to ourselves, what can I do today to make this world out here better than what it was yesterday? And it might not be a quick sprint to the finish line. It might be a marathon to get there. But I believe that might be the clue or the key to our success, to be able to evolve in consciousness on this planet. I really believe that there's so much, it's not a belief, I know there's so much more growth us as human beings humans living the experience of a being have, and I can't see us getting it all done in one lifetime. Thank the universe, this thing is eternal. Because I just looked at myself in just 10 minutes sitting in this garage, and I became baffled at how much, especially living in America, how much I'm controlled by things, right? And I know if I'm experiencing it, there's a great chance that you do too. We need to stop looking at everyone else's flaws and imperfections, right? We need to start asking ourselves, what flaws and imperfections do I have? Because I'm surely finna ask myself that question so that I can expand my awareness. Hey, just wanted to give you guys a quick food for thought. Like I always say, live, love, and laugh. And namaste, namaste, namaste. Peace. Talk to you guys and ladies later.